Hi, my name is Gulam from Saab City. I'm your instructor for teaching front-end development. In front-end development, we have started in the previous videos first thing for creating websites, that is HTML. In previous video, I describes you about basic syntax of HTML. In this video, I would explain some more features of basic syntax of HTML, and we also code our HTML basic syntax in live environment in code editor and see their output in browser screen. So let's start it. First tag is doctype HTML that describes that it is a HTML5 latest version of HTML. After that we have HTML tag, inside head and body tag. Inside head tag we have title tag, inside body we have two tags, heading and paragraph. Now move forward to our next slide. In this slide I explained briefly basic syntax of HTML. The doctype HTML declaration defines that this declaration is an HTML5 document. The HTML element is the root element of an HTML page. The head element contains meta information about the HTML page. This meta information may contain your title tag, your style tag that is used for writing code of CSS. We write CSS code inside style tag, and we also use script tag that is used for writing code of JavaScript. All of that we do in our later series. After that we have body tag. The body element tag defines the document's body and is a container for all the visible contents such as headings, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks, tables, lists, etc. So we can say that body tag is the main tag of HTML for displaying content on our browser page. This content would be heading, paragraph, different layouts like header section, content section and footer section. After that we have the h1 element tag defines a large heading, means big heading. After that the p element tag defines a paragraph in HTML page. Now move forward to our next slide. In this slide I graphically represent the basic syntax of HTML, in which parent is HTML tag. Inside we have two areas. At the top we have head area, inside head we have title, and at the bottom we have body. Inside body we have three tags, h1p and another p. So from this you can understand very easily basic syntax of HTML. Now move forward to our next slide. In this slide I try to explain you with the history of HTML. In 1989, Tim Berners-Lee invented WW, means World Wide Web, that are using till now. It is also called Internet. In 1991, Tim Berners-Lee invented HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, first language that appears in market for creating website pages. In 1993, Dave Drofts created HTML plus, added some more feature in existing HTML. In 1995, HTML working group defined HTML 2.0 with some more features. In 1997, W3C recommended HTML 3.2 with the more tags and features. In 1999, W3C recommendation HTML 4.01 with some more features. In 2000, W3C recommendation XHTML 1.0 in the market. In 2008, WCAG created HTML5, first public draft of HTML with some more features. In 2012, WCAG created HTML5 living standard, some more libraries in the HTML. In 2014, W3C recommendation HTML5, latest version of HTML. In 2016, W3C recommendation HTML5 version 1 with some more features. Now move forward to our next slide. In 2017, W3C recommendation HTML 5.1 with second edition with some more tags and more features. In 2017, W3C recommendation HTML 5.2, latest version of HTML, and after that we are using HTML 5.2. In my series, I also follow HTML 5.2 in my coding of HTML. Now let's go to type for live example of how we write HTML code. For writing HTML code, we first require any editor. You can use Notepad that is available in your PCs. I use Notepad++. For this, first we have to download Notepad++ from internet. For downloading, type Notepad++ download in your URL bar and press enter and click on first link, download Notepad++. From here you can download latest version of Notepad++. For downloading, click on download Notepad++ version 8.4.8. After that, click on this download button. After clicking on this button, your downloading is starting. Now your download is ready. Open this file to install Notepad++ on your PCs and press yes button. This requires select your language. By default English, and you should also use select English language and press OK button. After that, click on next button. Agreement of Notepad++ by clicking on I agree button, and save your Notepad inside C program files Notepad++ and click on next button. After that, once again clicked on next button. Check this checkbox create shortcut on desktop and click on install button. Now your Notepad++ is installed on your PCs. This is the first interface of Notepad++. Let's delete content of that file. Now let's save this Notepad++ file inside our folder. For this, let create a new folder with the name Learn HTML. You can name your folder as your liking. Open this folder directory and click on File, Save As. Name your file. First select your folder that you have created. Now learn HTML by going to E directory, and inside E directory we have learn HTML. Select this folder first and then change name. I will change like HTML basic syntax dot HTML. And click on Save button. For seeing that your file is saved, again go to Learn HTML folder. You can see we have HTML basic syntax first file of Notepad++ inside our Learn HTML folder. Now let's type HTML basic syntax inside our HTML basic syntax.html file. First tag is doc type HTML. This tag elaborates that this is the HTML5 latest version of HTML. After that we have HTML with starting and closing tag. This is called starting tag, this is called ending tag, and content will goes inside the cursor blink now. Inside, first one thing, you should properly indent your code, because if you properly indent your code, if any other developer came to your file and see your code, they would properly easily understand your code. For indentation, you may use tab button that is placed in your keyboard. I will type one time tab button, and this is empty space comes, and I will type head tag with starting and closing tag, and after that head tag we have body tag, with starting and closing tag. Inside head tag, first you press one time tab button for indentation and then type any tag. Title tag with starting and closing tag. Inside title tag or content of title tag goes here where now my cursor is blinks, like HTML basic syntax. Now let's save this file and see the output or result. And question is raised here that where we can see result or output of our HTML code. For this, different browsers are available. I will use Google Chrome. You will use as your liking. For this, I will go again to my Learn HTML directory, right click on HTML basic syntax and open with Google Chrome. You can see our file is now open in browser learn HTML basic syntax.html. Now let's see some tags, output of some tags. First tag is title tag. Inside title tag we have HTML basic syntax. This HTML basic syntax is displayed on tab, like here HTML basic syntax. If you want to change name with other things, you can do, like HTML basic syntax with some tags, and press Ctrl+S or this icon button, save button. One thing is remember in your mind, every time you change or retype your code in your Notepad++ file, you must save file first and then see the result or output in the browser. I have saved by clicking this icon. For command you can use Ctrl+S, and inside browser you could see nothing. For getting your latest code of HTML, refresh this page by clicking on this icon. You can see now our tab content are changed with HTML basic syntax with some tags. Because I have changed HTML basic syntax to HTML basic syntax with some tags. Another thing, we have nothing inside our documents body or our content area. It looks white space from all of their sides. Now displaying something in content area or documents body, we have to write something in body tag. You can see our body tag is empty because this is the main tag of HTML and this is empty. If I type some tags here, their output would be displayed here in the browser, in the white space that we have seen. First, remember, not type tag. First, press key tab from your computer tab button for proper indentation. Now, let's type H1 tag with starting and closing tag. And content of H1 would be placed here where my cursor is blinks now, like this is a heading, and press Ctrl plus S command or this icon. Now let's see changing in our browser page. For displaying or viewing changing, you first refresh your page. For refreshing, you can type command Ctrl plus R or this icon. Now you can see we have a heading. This is a heading, our first content that is displayed in our browser page because of this H1 tag. Now let's type another tag, P with starting and closing tag, and you would know now the content will be displayed in the place where my cursor is blinks now. This is a paragraph. First, you have to save by clicking this icon, and for saying outputs, you first refresh your browser page. For refreshing, Ctrl plus R command is used or this icon is used, this icon. I refresh and I see now two tags, result of two tags. This is a heading, this is a paragraph. This is a paragraph, content will also placed after this is a heading tag because of this tag P with starting and closing tag, and content displayed on my browser page. This is the basic syntax I teach you by practically in my video. Now I have something for my students. Let's go back to our slide. I prepared assignment for students. Students should explain HTML5 basic syntax, HTML5 page structure, history of HTML, and most importantly, every student should first install Notepad++ on our PC, type basic syntax in the file of Notepad++ by following my steps that I teach you in my video tutorial. If you face any difficulty, you can watch my tutorial again and again and see the output on your browser screen. So this is assignment for students. Every student should done these questions with answers before going to my next video. So that's all. I will meet you in my next tutorial with some more HTML tags Take care.